it wasn't that the pregnancy came as a surprise, it was just the onset of the reality of having another newborn. First off, I do work part-time. I work at the hospital. I'm a floor nurse. I work long 12-hour shifts, so I'm gone most of the day, roughly about from 14 hours. Now, with the upcoming new baby, I don't know what I'm going to do with the baby because now I have to worry about childcare for that little guy or girl. And yeah, like the two other kids are going to be in school, but I'm still going to have the baby. And what am I going to do with the baby? I'll have to hire somebody for me to go to work. We did have an au pair that is a live-in nanny that we sponsored from out of the country. However, her contract came to an end and she wasn't going to renew with us, unfortunately. And that was a bit of a surprise. So that childcare plan that we did have for next year, that one kind of fell through. Childcare so far has just been really unreliable with the use of like babysitters, au pairs, and not having anybody else to help us take care of our kids. Then came the idea of breastfeeding and pumping. So I breastfed both of my kiddos and I did it for 18 to 2 years. And with the third baby coming, I do want to continue breastfeeding. I want to do that again for this baby. Now, however, with me working these long shifts, I have to be pumping at work. And now pumping at work as a floor nurse is a little bit more challenging because I do like to spend the extra time and effort to give to my patients so I can give them a little bit more extra care. But if I'm going to be pumping, I need to like step away for what, an hour total, maybe like 15 minutes, 20-minute chunks at a time. So I'm just not looking forward to that. I do have the wearable breast pumps because I did pump at work with my first baby. So you don't have to comment on that one. I already have them. Now the floor that I'm working on now and the type of work that I'm doing, it's a little bit harder for me to like put the breast pumps in and then go back on the floor and continue working. Like, yeah, that's not my plan. Lastly, I have been a stay-at-home mom because I know you're going to comment down below and be like, well, why don't you just be a stay-at-home mom? You guys can probably afford it. Yes, I have been a stay-at-home mom and I did that for 2 years when first moving to Washington. Honestly, I didn't like it. I didn't like where it mentally put me in my head. And so I kind of want to avoid that again. I do enjoy working, having, something else to go to and working with my team and other people around me. I know that this time around the kids will be in school, so that'll be like a break from them. I won't have all three of them at home all the time and just the newborn. The other thing is I do really enjoy working on my side projects. I have this YouTube channel that I work on. I worked on another YouTube channel that was me cooking. Quickly canceled that one, but anyway, that's a different story. And then I have other side projects that I'm working on that I really want to continue and develop into something. And then my hobbies, I love gardening. And so I have my gardening that I spend a lot of time and effort in as well. Oh, lastly, I do want to spend time with my kids. I guess there's that. I do want to be present for my kids. I want to be able to spend time with them, travel with them, take them out, teach them, you know, help them grow and develop into a little human. So let's move gears now and talk about pregnancy symptoms. My list is really rather short. For the first trimester in all my pregnancies, I almost have no pregnancy symptoms, which makes it really, really easy to hide it from like everybody, except the ongoing, of course, no period and the slow weight gain that I get. But that one's easy to hide in the beginning, and that's just simply by wearing baggier shirts. Yeah. As for work, I wear relatively loose scrubs. I don't like wearing tight form-fitting scrubs when it comes to working at the hospital, so that was fairly easy to hide from everybody. So I Googled, and these are the common pregnancy symptoms: nausea, vomiting, breast changes, discomfort, frequent urination. Yeah, there's that too. I guess that happens. Bloating, constipation, tiredness, and missed periods. Duh. Oh, I guess weight gain is not a one. That should be one. So my one pregnancy symptom that I had this time around, which is a little bit new to me, is a little bit of nausea. No vomiting, just a little bit of nausea, but it only lasted like 10, 30 seconds, you guys. So if I had some nausea and it would be from a certain smell, would just like make me feel nauseous, I would just step out into the restroom or bathroom and then or into like a corner or a storage room somewhere, take some deep breaths, and then gather myself up and then able to go about my day. So that was pretty much it. Yeah. The only other thing that would be considered a symptom, I guess, is a heightened sense of smell. So with my second pregnancy, it was the sense of smell of eggs. Like I could really smell and taste small, tiny amounts of eggs anywhere, and that was nauseating. This time around, I, I'm mostly smelling soap, which is weird. But I'm talking about soap like if you wash the dishes and use the soap, or the dishes came out of the dishwasher and I'm eating off that plate, I could taste the soap that was used on there. So that was kind of weird. But I knew it was just me because I brought it up with my family, with my husband, and it's definitely just me in the household that had this weird thing. I do want to mention that I try to be vegan or mostly plant-based, so that means I consume very, very small amounts of animal products, like no meat, but very small amounts of like dairy, cheese, eggs, and that's usually when we're going out. I know I consume a lot less hormones, and I don't know if that affects me getting pregnancy symptoms or not. So let me know if you follow a similar diet, lifestyle, and comment if you have pregnancy symptoms or not. I mean, I don't know. I guess so. Maybe. I don't know. I also don't smoke. I don't use any recreational drugs. No alcohol practically. And then what else? Nope, that's it. Just let me know below what you are experiencing or what you have experienced in the past. Because of how easy my first trimester is, I am able to stay a pretty active lifestyle. So at work, I walk a lot because of the type of job that I do. And then at home, I use a stationary bike. So I was doing that, or walking with my kids, taking them out, doing some hiking. We did traveling, lots of walking there. I also took my toddler, who was now 4 years old. She wanted to go ice skating, and I wanted to introduce ice skating to her. So I did that once a week, maybe 1 to 2 hours at a time. Now, just remember, everybody is different. Every pregnancy you have can be different, and what I'm experiencing might not be the same for you. Oh, I just remembered. So the other thing we did not share the news, especially with our friends and family, if you're watching this, is because of the ultrasound. We actually didn't get the ultrasound done until almost the second trimester. By the time I was able to book one, which had to be done in advance, it was already at 18 weeks. And we didn't want to tell people, like, oh, I'm pregnant, but not know any news, or not even, I mean, I didn't even know if there was only one baby in there or two babies. There was like no ultrasound. All I knew is I was pregnant. Now I'll see you in this video where I give a quick life update for not updating on YouTube for over a year. And also I made a little song, which is like the most creative thing I could think of for the pregnancy announcement. I'll see you in that video. Thank you so much for watching the Kachin Family YouTube channel, and I'll see you there.